Hakuna Matata means no troubles, or it means no worries. And you know what? I think I could use that inspiration today. So you know what? Let's build today's build. Welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name is Brandon. I hope you all are doing great. I am looking forward to building something today. If you guys follow along with the channel, you guys will know by now we have made it halfway through our build series of tearing apart the Lego city. I'm actually in the editing phase of the third video as of right now, but for you guys have only seen the first two videos. And my fingers are sore, I'm exhausted, I've been working from 8:30 in the morning to midnight every single night. It has just been a roller coaster of emotions. It's been arguing with my investor on the Lego. It's just been so much more than it actually has to be. So Hakuna Matata, it means no worries. Let's get on with today's build. And today's build comes from Disney's The Lion King, one of my favorite movies when I was like my youngest daughter's age. Still an instant classic. Awesome soundtrack to the movie. This is set number 43247. It is an 18 and older adult themed Lego set with 1,445 pieces. So about 1,500 to build this little cat. So up first, I wasn't really too sure about this set. I liked the idea of it because of the stitch, but the stitch that came out, and I got it for my wife, was more in the under 18 realm. I'm not sure what the exact age point on that one was, but it was not a 18 and older themed set. It came out pretty good, but I don't know how it's going to stack up to an 18 and older set. And then on top of that, there was the whole thing of they released a littler version for the kids of Simba, and it was like we're getting two Simbas for two different demographics of age. And you know, it took me a month to actually warm up and get this set. I liked the initial photo of it, but the only thought that I had when collecting this set is it going to pair with my wife's Stitch? My wife loved Lilo and Stitch when she was a young kid. I loved The Lion King when I was a young kid. And it only makes sense to get them together. But the difference in age may be a difference in build. I actually have seen a lot of interesting videos on the internet of people taking the head off of this and sticking on Stitch's head and vice versa. And that looks pretty wild. We won't be doing that here today because, I don't, I'm already living in a nightmare with everything that's going on in the next month and a half. I don't need to actually add to the nightmare fuel of doing that. So, overall, it's here. I'm excited for it. As I said when I started this video, I really need to build something. I have just been destroying thousands, probably 5,000-10,000 worth of pieces of Lego and keeping things sorted. It would just feel good just to dump out a bag and build something, and I couldn't think of a better build than today's build. This set does set you back about $130 US. Last time I checked, it is in stores. I did pick this up as part of my July purchases, which was only of like 2 sets of BrickHeads and the Countach. Let's go over the box and let's see what we can expect from the box. As usual, we do have the 18 and older packaging, which is a black box with a brick themed border on the bottom. There is usually a hue of color in the middle, and this one is blue. Dead center, we have Simba with his head cocked sideways, maybe looking at me and reassuring me, Hakuna Matata. I'm telling you guys, that means so much to me right now, because it's so important not to have any worries when there is nothing but uncertainty in the future. So I'm just going to keep on saying it because it means so much to me at this point in time. Up here at the top corner, we got Disney, the Lion King with some little, Disney magic stars swishing around, Disney down there, Lego, set number, and then the trim color is tan on this one. Popping up over here, we can see that adorable face. I do think that he looks extremely cute. Hopefully that cuteness does convey from the box to the actual set, and we don't have a Chewbacca situation to where it's like, it's a little fugly, and then once you get it built, it's like only a face a mom could love, right? Going on to this side, we have the countries of origin and the do not eat it. It looks like we're getting this because of the 30 years of the Lion King. 30 years of The Lion King. I was going to tell you guys that I think this movie came out in 1994 because I remember watching it when I was about 4 years old, and that goes back to the mid-90s to where it took 6 to 8 months for a theatrical release to hit a VHS tape. And that would make sense because I would be about 5 years old by the time I got the VHS tape. I actually have it floating around somewhere, and it's right here actually. I took a quick second to find it. This is the copy that I had when I was my daughter's age at 4 years old, and I burnt the hell out of it. It doesn't even close properly anymore, but, you know, it's here. Man, do you guys remember when movies looked like this? I'm not talking about damaged and destroyed by animals. I'm saying the white case with the, you know, cool art. We don't get this no more because we live in the digital era. So anyways, I had to bring that out and show you guys in the middle of the box review. It's just so cool that I still have this at 33 years of age, and I've had it in my life for 29 years. So moving on from the distraction that The Lion King is now 30 years old, and I've been holding on to a VHS tape of it for the last 29 years because I've been watching this movie since I was 4 or 5 years old continuously to where I could almost remember everything. Let's continue at the bottom of the box. Looking at the bottom of the box, we got the recycling information, Disney.com with Lego, and we have some Legal Eagles and a barcode. Nothing special there. Let's look at the top of the box. And you know what? There's nothing at the top of the box. Again, there is no minifigures with this set because the set itself is a figure. We do have a 1-to-1 of a bush element, but that will be for its tail. So they're going to repurpose the bush element for the tail. I think that's a really cool way to do it. On the back of the box, we have the dimensions of the set, 11.5 inches tall. We have 11.5 inches wide, so it fits in a pretty good square format. We have a picture of it animated. We have a picture of the set right below it. Then we have a picture of the set in whole. So the second picture and the fourth picture kind of line up one to another. And I do have to say, they do look pretty cute. So that's the box. That's the distraction. Let's come on in and let's unbox this set together, everybody. Okay, here we are at the unboxing. We have 2 pieces of tape, 1 and 2. Gets it open. Let's take a look inside the box. You guys are going to get the first look before me. What you guys see? Well, of course you're going to see plastic bags. Looking inside, you know, there's a good amount of dead space inside of the box. And then let's do our pour. Here is our bags. We have a bag 15. I'm going to say 15 bags total. Let me count them out. So 14 and 15. So we have 3 stacks of 5, meaning 15 bags. Here we have our books in a little envelope. Let's break that open. Let's take a look. There's a book and nothing else. No stickers. I would hope not. And there we have the cute guy right there on the front. QR code to get our point. So let's take a look inside of the book. Start off at the back. So we're going to have a total of 445 building steps and 210 pages of build. It is cool to note that the book is in a vertical stance and it stays vertical. It doesn't go horizontal or anything. Let's see if there's anything about him in the beginning of the book. This is an 18 and older set. It does show it with its younger counterpart. It does share some information about the movie, but then it quickly goes right into the build. So you guys already know what it is. I'm going to take the majority of my day, hopefully just one day, to build this set because I need to get back out to the Lego City and finish the 4th part of that series and get all of my sets that I'm going to sell on Marketplace ready to be sold. And I said I wanted it done by the 10th. Well, today is the 10th. I ain't going to make it because I want to get this review done for you guys and actually build something for once. So let's get this done over the day, and you guys will see the review right now. Well, everybody, let's get in for the review of The Lion King 18 and older 43247 Simba. And you know what? This is perfect. Like, this thing just makes me want to clap my hands and say, this makes up for anything that was possibly wrong with the Countach. I'll talk more about that a little bit later, because you know what, this review is not going to be too long, because you know there's no motion, there's really no anything other than just pointing out part usage and things that I think is unique. Now, we are looking at the backside of Simba. I do like the strong, sturdy brick-built ears. I think the part usage all down the back is relatively nice, even using these big scoop elements. Not sure what they're called, but I really think it all comes in quite nice. Then we go down to one of his legs and his little toesies on that leg. Really good part usage making that up. Tail is made of using, well, small singular, like, you know, dinosaur tail elements and stuff like that, what we would expect, plus that bush element. Let's turn him around so he's going to get another look at his other side of his leg. Same thing as it is on the other side. Now looking at his front leg, a lot of part usage. This is more like plate on stud type brick type building, like what we see with any buildable figure like Chewbacca to R2-D2 and so forth and so on. His belly is a lot like his back, using those scoop elements but in a different color. Coming up to his head, we can see antennas of two different types. We got the type that, well, can move up and down, and then we got the type that sticks straight out. Pink for his tongue and his nose, printed elements for his eyes, sausages for his eyelashes. I like the black around the dark nougat ears with the yellowish orange coloring all throughout. Really a remarkable build. This thing is just incredible. The mouth don't move. The head does move, only like that. So it's really stiff. The ears, no move. Legs, no move. Nothing else moves but just the direction of the head. Oh, and the tail moves too, if you want to count that. So not much more to say about this. This is a really quick 2.5 minute little review segment. Now let's go wrap up this video. So bringing this video to a close, I want to touch back in on my comment that I made just a little bit about saying that this is a redemption for the Countach. I had a comment on the Countach review video of someone saying, "Bro, do you even know what the hell you're talking about?" No, I really don't. Does anybody know every single name of the Lego parts? Lego makes 1,000 different types of pieces, and they're not even made in every single color. So it's nearly impossible to know exactly what we're talking about. I can only describe what I'm seeing in the best of the detail that I can interpret it with the brain power that I have. I guess the guy's overall point with that video is the Countach is just flat out ugly. And you know what? We're all entitled to our opinions on it. I think it looked quite fine. It looked okay. I was just happy to have a Countach in my Icons collection of vehicles. But I guess I was supposed to say it looks like shit. Well, to me, a lot of Lego, if we're being by the book, looks like shit. It does. The understanding of Lego is to love a different form of art. Kind of like some people like abstract. Like somebody would want to see a picture of Yoda done by people who like threw paint at a wall and made Yoda. Some people may find that ugly as shit, but some people would actually pay a lot of money for that. Like artists like Peter Max, who painted in like rainbow colors the Statue of Liberty, and Dale Earnhardt's number 3 car for a race in the late 90s, early 2000s. Some people find art in really weird things, and for me, that's Lego. So if the Countach is ugly, Chewbacca's ugly, a lot of this stuff is ugly. And the thing that makes it cool is we're a community that finds art and beauty in Lego. So excusing myself from the situation, yes, I can see how the Countach looks really bad, but at the same time, I don't care because it's art. And the imperfections of Lego to make an object to me is just beautiful. And the same goes here for Simba right next to me. Except for, I think Simba is actually really, really well done, and actually a lot better dressed and made than a lot of the buildable figures that I've had to build in the last 1.5 years of doing this channel. Simba is, like I said, about 140 US dollars. I was on the fence about getting him. I didn't get him until 30 days after he released. And, you know, now looking back at it all, you guys know my reasons to why I didn't buy it at first. It's a definite buy. It's a definite recommend. I'm really glad I went back and picked him up. And, you know, like I said, it does redeem the ugliness of the Countach at the same time. But when you look at him, you can see that, you know, he's not perfect like he is on the big screen because, well, the big screen is drawings on a computer, or was that still analog back in the early 90s? I don't know. I'm not an animation expert, but nothing with Lego is ever going to look like its real life counterpart. And I think they did an excellent job with this, and it is very, very easy for me to look at it. And I'm very happy with my purchase of this set, and I think if you went out and bought it, you would be too. So with that, everybody, there's not much more to say other than 2 thumbs up. I'm ready to get back to my regular scheduled programming and get part 4 of the Lego City Teardown done. I also got to tear out my whole garage today too, because that's part of the teardown, is to clear out the garage. So you know what? I'm going to get back to work on that video series. Up next on the channel, well, is part 3 of the Lego City Teardown. And that's going to be an incredible part where we go after the amusement park. And I just wrapped that build series yesterday, and it's intense, guys. It's really intense. So if you guys want to support the Lego YouTube channel, there's 2 ways to do so. Right down below, you guys can hit the thank you button and leave a small donation. Anything you guys can donate helps fund the Lego channel in itself. If that's not your thing, you guys can always hit the subscribe button, follow along with every single thing that we do here. As usual, like and share the video with your friends. Comment your thoughts down below. What do you think about this guy? Do you like him? Do you have him? Let me know in the comments down below. And on that, see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have an excellent rest of your day.